Hey guys, new stats today. News Royale, you can go in there to find whenever there's new stats. The balance change is coming as of 6 hours ago. So today, Elite Barbarian's getting nerfed. Or, well, not today, on the 23rd is when they get changed. Elite Barbarian's down hit points 4%, damage 4%, and hit speed 1.4%. Now that is not all the way back to what they used to be, but multiplicatively, it'll do about like a 15% nerf, so about halfway back to what it was before it got that big buff. But I'm glad it got long overdue nerf. Zap damage is down 6%. It even says it right here. It's made for Goblin. This is gonna like indirectly buff cheap troops that now might not die to zaps. Like, it'll take a higher level zap to one hit minions, a much higher, I think 3 levels higher instead of 2 levels now. And equal level goblins won't die to zap. That means at max level, goblins won't die to zaps ever. Unless it's mirror. Mirrored goblins will never die to zap, no matter what. Definitely interesting. So next we have Electro Wizard. Hit points up 9%. It says here that it may not get killed by Fireball, which, that's good. It's made now like it was built not to die to Fireball, and now it wasn't really built with that aspect, and now it won't die to Fireball, but it'll have a little sliver, maybe 1 or 2 shots left on the tower. Not going to affect too many people though, because it's legendary. It's falling damage minus 6%. That's to match up with the zap. It matched up with an equal level or equal tournament level zap, and now it'll rematch up with it. Mega Minion is getting nerfed, damage 4% and hit speed down to up to 1.5 seconds. That will be about like a 10%, maybe like a 9-10% nerf. But Mega Minion just keeps getting nerfed. He's still a minion, but a tanky one is what they say. Although I think it's not going to be too good now. They nerfed it once, they're nerfing it again, it's going to be bad now. Archer's hit points down 4%. Let's see what it says about that. Top tier support card in the current meta. A bit of okay, so it's allowing archers to have a little bit less hit points. They can still be used good, but it's just to make a couple interactions. Like it keeps the interactions consistent with Elite Barbarian damage and Mega Minion damage. Because Mega Minions and Elite Barbarians are still definitely good. Log got nerfed. People said it was the best legendary game. I don't really agree with that. It's getting nerfed. Knockback is getting reduced because it used to like slam P.E.K.K.A.s like 5 seconds backwards. And damage is down 4%. 4% will keep its interaction with archers the same. So a lot of things are getting like moved up to 1.5 seconds, getting down 4%. I've seen that consistency with a couple of them, which it's a consistency. If you're nerfing one thing, you gotta nerf the rest of them to keep consistencies the same, unless you want the consistencies different. Now, Ice Golem. Ice Golem I don't really think needed a nerf, but hit points are down 5%, damage and radius and slow to reduce. So what I think the only big thing about this, it's going to be nerfing that Hog, Elite Barb, Ice Wizard consistency, where it won't kill the equal level skeletons now, which could be really helpful. I used to use Skeleton Army so much. When it got buffed, it got me to Legendary Arena, when I was like in low Frozen Peak. It's definitely good. Ice Spirit, damage down 10%. It reduces the minion horde to 1 shot from the tower, which will allow 1 minion, I think, to get 1 shot off, depending on what level it is. Depends on like where it's placed and stuff. So it gave them just such a positive elixir trade that the Clash team didn't really like that to happen, and so they fixed it. Wizard's range is up by plus 0.5 tiles. So that's just making it better with support options, and that's it for the balance changes, guys. Definitely going to be interesting. Going to change a few interactions. I know one guy in my clan, I think our leader, 5 of the 8 cards he used in his deck are getting nerfed. Like all of them except for Elite Guards, which he doesn't use, are getting nerfed. Which it's going to change a bit of things. Although other things are getting nerfed along with it. Only a couple things got buffed, I think. The only thing that buffed was the Wizard's range, and let me see, I think it's Electro Wizard's hit points, and that's it in this one. So it's making things bad, The only thing that affects me is the zap, which it's gonna hurt me. I might need to get to level 10 now to take care of Goblin Barrels and Goblins. But I kind of do want to get Minion Horde to level 13, but yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time.